Okay guys, because pregnancy makes me want to eat spaghetti all day, every day. My husband's making me spaghetti. There he is, cooking me spaghetti. Because it's all I want to eat. Alright, so week 5 of pregnancy is over. So today I am now 6 weeks pregnant. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an update on kind of what has been going on last week in my pregnancy, and a little bit of things I cried about since I've been pregnant. Now I can't quite remember what if that was last week and what if that was the week before. There's a couple things that are a bit funny that I cried about. So first, week 5 of pregnancy, things that have changed. Again, I've been a bit nauseous, but not terribly sore. It's the first time that I actually had to, throw up. Again, full disclaimer, if you're not okay with human bodily functions and, this video being very real on what I've been going through in pregnancy, this is your moment to switch off the video. Okay? So again, this is the first week that I actually had to throw up. We were in the gym and Jacob was doing a 1,000-pound powerlifting challenge and the gym was packed. And I was sitting there watching him. And a lot of the time when people walk past, because, you're in the gym, people smell of their own sweat, but they also smell of whatever deodorant they're using or, whatever things. And it wasn't good. So I ran out once just to kind of get some fresh air, came back in, and then I had to just run to the bathroom because, pregnancy is fun. And, but that was the only time really this week that I've been super nauseous. I was quite nauseous at the start of the week on Monday, actually. When we drove to the clinic, sitting in the passenger seat of the car makes me a little bit nauseous, but it hasn't been too bad since then. But on Monday it was pretty bad. So I went to the clinic, on post to get a pregnancy test done there so that I can get the referral for the, OBGYN in town. And so I drove Jacob to work, and because it had been snowing so bad, he had to go to work a bit later, so I went straight to the clinic from there. But I had to wait a while for the lab, and they said, I can come back at a later time, but I wasn't driving anywhere. I just did not feel good, as I'm just going to sit here and wait it out. So that's what I did. And, obviously that pregnancy test also came back positive. So now I've got my first OBGYN appointment in town on the 25th. So that's very exciting news. I am excited, and I am also scared shitless. Like, I am so scared, and I'm sure these thoughts run through the head of all new mommies and daddies probably. What if there isn't a heartbeat? What if it hasn't properly, set in the uterus? What if, something's wrong? It's just, those are all the thoughts that are going through my head. I'm trying to kind of keep them out, and I'm trying to, stay excited and, stay positive and, think about the fact that it is a smaller percentage of pregnancies that, have issues or end in miscarriage, and not the majority. But it is obviously on my mind, and so that's a little bit tough at the moment. Other than that, this week has been pretty good. I am craving spaghetti. All I want to eat is pasta all day, every day. But I don't eat pasta all day, every day. All right, guys, I still eat other things. I try to, keep it somewhat healthy for baby and me, obviously. But yeah, that was pretty much this week of pregnancy. So not a whole lot of new developments. And sorry, you can't actually see my face because of this guy. He's going to be the best big brother. We've had friends around with their baby, and he was so good. And he's also met a couple of other kids, and he will just be the best doggo big brother out there. So yeah, as I said, a couple of reasons why I cried since I got pregnant. Number 1, I cried because I ate all the leftover spaghetti. As I said, I just want spaghetti all day, every day. I ate all the leftover spaghetti. So that was a sad day. But Jacob made me more spaghetti. So we're good. We're good. He made me more spaghetti right away. I cried because we were watching The Martian, and spoiler alert for those of you who haven't watched The Martian, probably close your ears for a minute. They decide to stay in space for another 500 days or something, and they video chat their families, and they're not going to see their families for another 500 days. So I cried there. I cried because Jacob took all the covers in the bed one night, for fun. I went to the bathroom. He was trying to be funny. I walked back in. He had all the covers. So I cried. But I laughed at myself at the same time because I knew it was a ridiculous reason to cry. Same with the spaghetti. Same with the spaghetti incident. And I also cried because I love my husband so much. I just, I was sitting on the couch and I was looking at him. I was just like, I love this guy so much. And I cried because I love my husband so much. So yeah, these are some reasons why I cried since I became pregnant. Earl has been a great support, and he knows when Mom was sad. So yeah, just in case you were wondering how that's going, I'm sure a lot of moms and dads out there can relate. And this is all still very surreal, especially for Jacob, because he can't feel any of the symptoms that I have. But I think until I see baby on a sonogram, it's still a bit strange, like that there's a baby in me. It's hard to actually not come to terms, that's the wrong word, that sounds negative, but like believe it. So yeah, that was week 5 of my pregnancy. So from today, we're in week 6. Exciting.